Hey, you guys, good afternoon. So sorry about the link situation. I hope that you are all doing well today. Sorry about that. This is going live for the fourth time, so I'm still trying to get the hang of everything. So thank you for the patience and the time and all of that jazz. I am sorry. I'm trying, you guys. Mm. But with anything new, we fudge up a few times in the beginning. That's just normal. Okay, you guys. So today we are going to be doing a 60-minute Hatha Yoga class. I'm very excited for this. We are going to be doing it more of a all levels class, right? So we're going to add some basic asanas that we normally do in Hatha. So this is great for any beginners or any yogi veterans as well that just kind of want to disconnect and just, do kind of the usual and just not really have to think about it. Beautiful, you guys. So for any of you that are new here, hi, my name is Kit, and this is my channel, Yoga with Kit Souther. We do all things here involving Hatha Yoga, Yin Yoga, mindfulness, breath work, yoga therapy. I do some product reviews of yoga products and yoga clothes. So if any of that interests you, please become a member of the family. And yeah, you're more than welcome. So let's go ahead and get started. If you are not already in easy pose, please go ahead and get there. Or you can start off in Savasana if you would like, laying down on the mat with your back. I'm going to grab a block. I will preface beforehand, we might need blocks today depending on how you're feeling. If you do not have blocks, that is perfectly fine. You can use hardcover books. So that is always a great option. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. Okay, go ahead. We are going to sit up and let's just go ahead and do some mindful breathing to kind of start off the class. Go ahead and just take a moment and settle in. Start focusing on your posture. I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And first and foremost, just go ahead and start tuning into your body today, how you're feeling, what's going on with you physically, right? Maybe your hips are tight, maybe you're having some issues in your lower back or in your neck, right? So just kind of start tuning in, where is that? Or maybe you feel perfect, which I love that for you. Right? Just start noticing how you're feeling physically. Start breathing into those spaces. Let's take an inhale and let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release the shoulders down, really opening up through the chest. Let's do that again. We inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose, releasing down the shoulders. Again, we inhale, taking nice, deep, long inhales. And we exhale, release. Let's do that just 2 more times. So we inhale. And exhale, release. Once more, we inhale. And exhale. Having your hands either on your knees, in whatever mudra you would like. So maybe that's your thumb and your index finger touching. And just settle into your breath. Right? Making sure that we're not forcing anything or any breath. Envisioning the breath as waves on the ocean. As we inhale and as we exhale. Taking this moment here to settle into our practice, to concentrate on this moment, to disconnect from everything else going on in life. And as we sit here, go ahead and pick an intention for today's practice. Maybe your intention could be disconnecting from the outside world, just focusing on yourself and this practice. Or maybe it's not worrying so much about how you look while you're in these asanas, these poses, and just more about how you feel in them. Or maybe it's just to be kind to yourself today, whatever that is for you. And I encourage you throughout this practice, whenever your mind starts wandering, doing all of the stuff that our minds do, to come back to that intention. Wonderful. I invite you to keep your eyes closed and go ahead and take a block out from under you if you're sitting on a block. And if you're in Savasana, please go ahead, come up to easy pose. Beautiful. And if you are in half lotus or in full lotus, go ahead, just do a simple crisscross applesauce, easy pose sitting. Beautiful. From here, we're going to inhale, lifting our arms, our hands up to the sky, really stretching out the spine. And on the next exhale, we're going to drop that right hand and take a nice bend to the right side, making sure that our sit bones are on the mat. And if this is comfortable for you, we're going to inhale and exhale, sink a little deeper. Maybe even twist the heart up to the sky. Let's do that one more time. We inhale, just finding length in the spine, lifting up just a little, and exhale, sinking just a little deeper. But again, not forcing anything here. Beautiful. We drop down the left hand, lifting up the right, taking it to the other side. Throughout this practice today, if there's any asanas or poses that you want to change for yourself, or you want to add on your little twist and your little whatever, your sass, just go ahead and do it. This is your practice. Make it yours. Beautiful. We're going to take that right hand down We're going to lift up the arms one more time and let's just do a nice gentle twist. So now we're going to twist to the right side. Left hand goes to that right knee and just twist. Using the breath. This doesn't have to be anything too intense. We're just warming up the body. We inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, taking it to the other side. Really use the breath. Envision using the breath more than using your muscles. Right? So really use the breath to twist deeper. Try not to focus on forcing or pulling with your hands. Great. We're going to come back to center. We inhale, lifting up. And exhale, forward folds, walking it out in front of you. Again, sit bones remain on the mat. Drop down the head, making sure that the shoulders are away from the ears. So really feeling that in the upper back. Maybe moving your head around a little, feeling that all throughout the neck. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale through the nose. And we're going to inhale, using our hands as guides to come all the way back up. And from here, we're going to take it into tabletop position. How are you guys feeling today? Okay, beautiful. From here, we're going to just start off with nice little circles. Right, I always like to start off with just 180 degrees, right? So we're just working on opening up the hip flexors, opening up the groin, and really trying to see if you can wake up your wrist as well, right? And if you're feeling like, girl, I'm ready, let's do this, then you can go ahead and take it all the way 360. Again, just warming up our bodies. Personally, I believe the warm-up is one of the most important parts of the whole practice. That's just my personal opinion. Let's take it to the other side if you haven't already. I think that most practitioners of yoga would agree. It's very important to warm up the body. Okay, beautiful. Okay. From here, let's just go ahead and do a few wrist stretches. If you would like to go ahead and tuck those toes too, so you can get a little double action. So you can go ahead and stretch out the feet. Okay, beautiful. From here, what you can do is you can go on top of your palms. On top of the back of your hands, fingers facing towards each other. Just allow that stretch. If you have any type of arthritis in your wrist, be very, very careful with this, please. Beautiful. Great, you guys. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and transition into a cat-cow. So we are going to inhale, dropping the belly. And exhale, rounding the spine, pushing away from the mat. And we inhale, opening up, making sure that that navel goes all the way down. And we exhale, navel to spine, really push away from the mat. And we inhale. And exhale, pushing away from the mat. One more time, we inhale, drop the belly. And we exhale, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to take it our left hand, right leg out. And we're going to bring it in, elbow to knee. We do that 2 more times. Take it out. And bring it back, making sure that those abs are engaged once more. And take it back down. Beautiful. We're going to take it to the other side and just warming up the body, stretching everything out, firing up the abs. Take it back out. Here we're focusing on control. One more. And take it out. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, how are you feeling? Beautiful. From here, we are going to do a lion's pose, a tiger's pose. So we're going to take our left hand and grab the top of our right foot, making sure that your hand is underneath your shoulder, right, for stability. And we're going to go ahead and start stretching the lower back. If you have any type of lower back problems, please take care doing this, making sure that those glutes are engaged. Beautiful. Drop it down. We're going to take it to the other side. So now our right hand holds on top of the left foot. And find your balance. If it gets a little wobbly, that's okay. It happens to all of us. There's nothing wrong with that. Just bring your focus and focus on something that's down on the mat or close by to you. Beautiful. Great. So let's go ahead, take a wide leg child's pose. Before we start today's practice, go ahead and let's prepare, right? So toes touching, knees out wide, walk the fingers up. If you want to move around a little bit here, please do so. Let's just focus one more time on that intention. And setting ourselves up for success, for a good practice. We're going to take one more inhale here. Beautiful. We're going to take it to tabletop position, and then from here we're going to take it to Adho Mukha Svanasana, right? So downward facing dog. From here, go ahead and pedal it out. I hope that you guys are feeling well today. And let's just go ahead, since it's our first down dog of the day, let's just take our time here, okay? So pedal it out. We are going to be here for 4 more breaths. And if you're feeling good, go ahead and stabilize this asana so we don't move as much. Really focus on taking those sit bones up to the sky. If you need to bend your knees, that is totally fine. Okay, one more breath. We inhale. And exhale. We're going to inhale, lifting up that right leg. Really stretch it out here, bending the knees, and then we're going to do just some hip circles, right? So circling out the knees, taking it back. Small circles, big circles, whatever feels comfortable for you. Beautiful. Setting it down, bringing the foot all the way through, taking it into warrior one, changing that back foot. Remember to do so, and we lift up. Beautiful. Focusing on our alignment, focusing on the breath. Great job, you guys. Making sure those hips are out straight. And from here, we're going to take it to warrior two. Making sure that our arms are straight, right? So that left arm is right behind. And we're going to inhale, straighten that front leg. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Focusing our energy forward, we inhale, straighten that front leg, and we exhale, sink a little deeper. Beautiful, you guys. Let's do that just one more time. We inhale, straighten that front leg, and we exhale. Beautiful. We're going to straighten that front leg, take it to Trikonasana, right? So we're going to take it to triangle pose, adjust however you need to. If you need to go ahead and grab a block, please do so. We're going to put the block on the inside of the leg at whatever variation that is. Great. We're going to go forward as far as we can and then take it on up, making sure that we're not collapsing in our rib cage here. Right? There's nothing wrong with using blocks and breathing here. Our bodies have lots of different types of proportions, and what in one pose or in one asana works so well for one body doesn't work for the others, and so there's nothing wrong with using blocks. Also, the alignment is the most important thing. Beautiful, really feeling that stretch in the side body and the side of that hip. We're going to inhale, making sure that we flex the inside thighs coming up. Beautiful, going back into warrior two, and then taking it into reverse warrior. If you're feeling like, oh, I want to stretch a little deeper, go ahead and straighten out that front leg. Really feeling that stretch all throughout the right side body. Just enjoy these moments. Beautiful. We're going to take it back to warrior two and then to warrior one. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and move the block out of the way. Please do so if you had one as well. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take the hands down, framing the front foot. Take it down into a plank. Beautiful. You can either chaturanga here or go down on your knees, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then we're going to inhale, upward facing dog or bhujangasana, whatever feels best for you. And then take it to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. Right. So today wasn't going to be anything too crazy. We're just getting to the basics of Hatha Yoga. And that's sometimes the best place. Okay, we've got one more breath. We inhale. And we exhale. We inhale now, taking it onto the left side, lifting up that left leg, really stretching it long, and then bending from the knee. And we do our hip circles. Okay. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take the foot all the way through in between the hands. Pivot that back foot. We inhale, coming up into our warrior one, adjusting however we need to. Focusing on staying strong and our alignment. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take it into warrior two. Great, you guys. Remember, we're going to extend our front leg and exhale, take it a little deeper. Again, we inhale and exhale. We inhale and exhale. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take it into reverse warrior. Extending. Hi, you guys, we missed Trikonasana. I'm so sorry. Beautiful. I'm going to change it to this way so you guys can see me. Okay. Beautiful. Sorry about that, you guys. Sometimes it happens, doesn't it? Okay, I said, I think we're missing something. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to take it into Trikonasana. We're going to take it all the way out and then down. Oh, sometimes. Love that. Beautiful. Making sure that we're in alignment. Glancing up at our hand, at our fingers, with the corner of our eyes. Okay, beautiful. Remember to engage the inner thighs. We come up, staying strong in our legs. Now we take it to reverse warrior. Sometimes. Okay, beautiful. Take it to reverse warrior. Sometimes we just have to laugh at ourselves and straighten out that front leg. If you want a little extra stretch, and beautiful. We're going to take it all the way down, framing that front foot. Take it back into plank. Do whatever variation feels best for you today. If you want to take it into Bhujangasana, just like so. And from here, we're going to take it into child's pose, right? Or wide leg child's pose, whatever feels most comfortable for you. We're just going to rest for a second. Again, coming back to our intention. Beautiful, you guys. Okay. From here, we are going to take it back on up to downward facing dog. Using our breath. Wonderful. We're going to lift up this right leg and bring it all the way through, taking it to pigeon pose. So ideally, our knee is going to be at our right wrist. And then our toes are going to be close to our left, but all of our bodies are different, like I was saying earlier. If this is too much for you, you can put a block underneath your right glute, or you can use a blanket or a pillow. Okay. Sinking down, we are going to inhale, lifting up the head and chest. You can stay here if this is comfortable for you, or if you want to exhale, taking it all the way down, you are more than welcome to. You can take it to your forearms or go all the way down. Whatever feels best for you today. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. We inhale and exhale. Connecting to the body, connecting to the mind, using our breath. Wonderful. We're going to tuck the back toes. And from here, we're going to inhale, coming back up. If you were not already there, and we're going to put our weight onto our left foot and take this right leg all the way up into the sky, taking it to downward facing dog. And bring it back down. Beautiful. Let's take one nice good breath in down dog. And from there, we're going to inhale, lifting up our left leg and taking it to the other side. Taking whichever variation is best for you today. Again, if you need to put a block or something underneath the glute, please do so. Making sure that this back leg is in alignment, so it's not out of whack and a little bit out to the side. You want to make sure that it is direct with your hip and your ankle. Nice line. Beautiful. Now take whichever variation is good for you. Noticing the difference between the sides. And we're here for 2 more breaths. We inhale through the nose. And exhale. 1 more. We inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We are going to take it back up. Right, so tuck those back toes. Really stay strong in that back leg. And then we take that left leg all the way up. And bring it back down. Great, pedaling it out. And from here, we're going to walk our feet and hands together, taking it to a forward fold. And just go ahead and bend the knees. You don't have to have your feet completely together. You can have them about a little bit closer than hip width apart. Just allow the head to dangle, bend the knees if that's comfortable for you. You can take hold of the elbows if you would like. Wonderful. From here, we're going to push up, feeling as if you're pushing away from the earth, coming up nice and slow. Taking your time, making sure that your body is engaged. Taking it all the way up into mountain pose, lifting those hands up high, stretching all the body, making sure the tailbone is tucked, slightly glancing up at the fingertips, and exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful, you guys. I hope you are all doing well and that this is a good, wholesome, yummy practice for you. Go ahead, just shake it out a little. This is a flow class, so we're flowing. Beautiful, you guys. From here, we're going to take it into Kantasana, right? So we're going to take it into chair pose. We're going to inhale, making sure our tailbone is tucked, our hands come up, feet are together, knees are touching, and we sit down. Making sure the legs are engaged. And glancing in front of you. And from here, we're going to take our hands to heart and twisting to the side. We're going to touch the outside of our right elbow to left knee and gently twist. Finding your balance, finding your strength. If you're shaking, that's okay. Beautiful, and taking it back up. Firing up those legs, firing up the abdominals. Getting a little sweaty. Love that. Beautiful, and we take it to the other side. Hands come to heart, and we twist. Making sure that our hands are at our heart. We're twisting from the hips. Beautiful. Hands come back up. Sitting down. From here, we're going to take our hands once more to prayer and do the exact same thing, but this time do your best not to wobble. Again, we all wobble sometimes. We're going to take that right foot back into a lunge. Adjusting however we need to. See, even I wobble sometimes. Okay. And if this is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and drop down that left hand, lifting up through drop down the right, lifting up through the left, staying strong in that back leg. Toes out wide. Beautiful. We're going to frame this front foot. And from here, drop down that back knee. And then put the top of the foot on the mat, pushing our weight towards the back, lifting up the toes, this left foot, shoulders away from the ears. We breathe in and breathe out, sinking our chest deeper. If this is too much for you on your fingertips, you can take the blocks and you can be up here. Whatever is best for you. Fantastic. We're going to put our weight up on that front foot, taken into a low runner's lunge, low crescent lunge. You can put your hands on the front knee if that's comfortable, but just making sure that we're keeping our glutes engaged and our tailbone is tucked. Really trying to protect this hip, right? So our right hip, we want to make sure that there's protection there. It feels really great to just really sink in, but recent studies have found that it's really not great for our hip joints to go all the way down the exaggerated, right? But it feels so good. But there are other exercises that are better, other asanas that we can do that are better. So just be careful there. Beautiful, you guys. We're going to drop down our hands, tuck the back toes, lifting up here. And then we're going to bring our right foot to meet our left, forward folds. We can inhale here, doing a nice flow, and exhale, forward fold, and we inhale, taking it back to that asana, mountain pose. Okay, you guys, we're going to do that on this other side. Okay, fantastic. We inhale, hands come up, sinking down, and hands come to heart, taking it over to our left side. Taking this left foot back. Staying engaged. If you would like, dropping this left hand down, adjusting where you need to, and then lifting up the right hand. Breathing. Again, a little wobbling. There's nothing wrong there. Just make sure everything is engaged. Fantastic. We're going to drop down, framing this front foot. Again, dropping down the back knee, just like we did on the other. Top of the foot comes to the mat. We take it back. Again, grabbing the blocks. That feels best for you, or wherever that is. Making sure that our hips are parallel to the front wall. Sometimes if one of our hips is tighter than the other, we'll want to put that hip forward. So just be conscientious of that when you're doing these asanas. Something I like doing here is really spreading the toes out wide, doing yogi toes. That feels great. Beautiful. We're going to transfer our weight forward, taking it to a low lunge. Remember to stay mindful of our hips. If you have bad knees here, or I don't want to call them bad knees, you know what I'm saying? If you have pain in your knees, I don't want to call them bad knees, that's kind of rude. You have pain in your knees, you can put a towel or a blanket or a little towel or something along those lines to make there a bit more padding underneath your knees. Let's take one more breath here. We inhale. And exhale, dropping the hands. And from here, we're going to take it into plank. Holding here, plank, pushing away from the mat, engaging the abs. Staying strong here. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. You can do it. We inhale through the nose. And exhale. One more. We inhale. And exhale, dropping down to the knees. Knees, chin, and chest. We take it into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, a little small one. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And take it into wide leg child pose. One more time. This is kind of like the reset button. Wonderful. Okay, beautiful. And from here, we're going to take it onto our backs. Wonderful. Okay, move those blocks out of the way. Fantastic. Okay, you guys, once we're here, if you want to just go ahead and do a nice little massage, moving the hips from side to side for the lower back. Today, we are going to do 3 bridge poses. So we can start with a really, I would encourage us all to start with the first variation that we're going to do, and then we'll gradually move up. And if you feel comfortable doing a full bridge, then you can do so. If you have had practice in the past, because you're at home, please be careful. Please, please, please be careful. So we are going to go ahead and prepare for our first variation. Here we are going to clasp our fingers underneath the sternum area and then just kind of roll the shoulders together. Right, so feeling as though the shoulder blades are touching, our hands are staying strong, our feet are almost together, and then we're going to lift up, pushing away. Glutes are engaged, breathing here. Feeling that all throughout the lower back. Remember, glutes are engaged. And release, dropping down to the mat. Taking a moment here to catch your breath. Listening to your body, staying at whatever variation works best for you. If that felt fine and you feel comfortable doing that, you can go ahead and do that. If that felt like too much, here's the second variation that you can try. So go ahead, we inhale and you lift up. If you want to try the second variation, you're going to go ahead and just take your hands like we had them just before and go ahead and suck in the stomach, right? So lifting up and just take it just a little, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. Just have a little nice mini arch in the back, making sure the glutes are still equally as engaged. The legs are engaged, everything is still engaged. It's just not so dramatic and intense. And release. Wonderful. Let's take one more breath here. If you feel comfortable and you say, yeah, Kit, I'm ready, let's do a full bridge today, then let's go ahead and do it. I will do it with you. We're going to hold it here for 4 breaths. Okay, so let's go ahead and prepare. If you feel comfortable, making sure that your hands are close to the head and are parallel. Beautiful. Making sure those feet are close as well. We're going to inhale, lifting up. We inhale and exhale. Adjusting if you need to. We inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhale. One more. We inhale and exhale, taking it down and coming down to the mat. Massaging the lower back. Great job, you guys. Okay, beautiful. From here, we are going to go ahead and do some shoulder stands. Okay, and then from there, we will go into plow pose. The thing is, for shoulder stands, it is important to make sure that we get our shoulders in the right position. So if you are new to yoga and you are not used to doing a shoulder stand, I would suggest grabbing a blanket real fast or something that can have an edge. Sometimes, depending on how your mat is, you can even fold your mat. I will not do that for this mat because it is, a foam mat, and they don't fold very well. So you can just go ahead and put it just like this. Fantastic. Making sure we have room here. And you're going to just make sure that this aligns with your shoulders. So you can have even more padding than this. Okay. From here, you want to go ahead and take it all the way up. Adjusting in the beginning and lifting it up. Take your time to get to the right position. And this just takes practice and time. Really focusing here on the breath and your alignment. Sorry, it's a little difficult to talk here. Great, let's take one more breath. Beautiful, gently lowering down. And from here, we take it into plow pose. Our feet come down. If your feet are touching the mat, you're going to want to clasp your hands down on the mat. Some people will stay in shoulder stands for much longer. You can do so if you would like. Normally in a practice that I would teach that's an hour and 30 minutes, we would stay in all of these poses a little longer and we would have done a sun salutation. But here we are. And gently lower down. And taking our time. Going nice and slow. moving the neck from side to side. Great. Moving that blanket or mat, whatever it is, out of the way. From here, we are going to transition into fish pose. Beautiful. Taking your time, you want to focus on having the crown of the head on the mat, an arch in the back. If you're new to Hatha Yoga, you can have a block that can help you as far as learning how to get this arch in your back. And that can give you extra support. Using a bolster is also good as well. Really opening up through the chest, through the heart chakra. Beautiful. And releasing down, moving the block out of the way that is there. From here, we're going to do a few more asanas before we call it a day. Let's take it into half happy baby. So we take our left leg out and we're going to hook our arm around this right leg, or you can take hold of the big toes, whatever feels best for you. And just really feeling the hips open up, the groin muscles. Fantastic. Switching to the other side. Okay. Focusing on your breath here. Fantastic. Dropping it down. And let's do a few more stretches before taking it into Savasana. Some nice cool down stretches to end the practice. We can take our right leg over top of our left. Having our right leg in a 90-degree angle. If this feels good for you here, and that's great. You can stay here, putting a little bit of pressure on this right leg. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, we can take this leg up, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh, and making sure that both feet are flexed. This is a great stretch for runners. I highly suggest if you're a runner to do this all the time. Okay. making sure that the sacrum is down on the mat. So you don't want to be lifted all the way up. You want to make sure the sacrum stays down. Okay, beautiful. Taking it to the other side at whichever variation is best for you. Maybe playing around with both. My legs feel so tight today. Yesterday, I ran 27 kilometers. So they are very tight, but that's okay. It's my own fault. Beautiful. And we are going to drop down. From here, we're going to do a little restorative pose, just real fast. We can have the feet to the width of the mat and our knees are together, making sure that our tailbone is tucked, right? So the whole back is on the mat. Take some nice deep inhales here. Preparing the body for a nice little Savasana. You can either stay here with our legs in this variation, or if you want to do traditional Savasana, you can go ahead and allow the legs to go out straight, falling however feels comfortable. Palms either facing up for receiving or palms facing down for being grounded. For today's Savasana, I invite you to find this moment of gratitude, maybe with a simple smile, or thinking of someone or the people that you love and you're grateful for. Maybe it's just being grateful for the little things. Really resonate with that. Cultivating gratitude in our hearts and in our bodies, and allowing that gratitude, that appreciation to shine through us. Maybe if you feel that it's hard for you to find gratitude towards others, maybe try to look inward and try to find gratitude for air, for the elements, for the time that you have. For basic things that sometimes we can take for granted. Relaxing the face muscles, relaxing the jaw, our head, shoulders, relaxing through the hips and the knees and the ankles. Continuing with gratitude, find and think of what you're most grateful for about yourself. And dig deep. Don't necessarily think of physical attributes about yourself or your body. Think more about your spirit, about your personality, about who you are as a person. We envision our bodies in our mind's eye, envisioning where we are as we're doing this, looking at ourselves, coming back to this body. Maybe wiggling the toes and the hands. Connecting with ourselves, with our bodies. And if you would like, with your eyes remain closed, we go ahead and we turn on our right side. And we gently come up, coming into either easy pose or thunderbolt. Placing our hands in prayer pose at our heart, prayer mudra. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thanks, you guys, so much for joining me today for the 60-minute Hatha Yoga practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this is something that brought you some type of gratitude or happiness to your day today. And if it did, please let me know. Please reach out to me, comment here. I love hearing from you guys. Also, if there are any type of poses or peak poses that you guys would like to practice in the future, that you would like for me to incorporate in future practices, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, if there are any type of asanas that you want to work on, or if you have any feedback for me, like if you want to have a faster practice or you want to have more flow in the class, all of that stuff. I love hearing from you guys. I don't take things in a bad way. So I genuinely want to hear from you guys what you like, maybe what you don't like, or maybe something that we can add on to, right? So I'm doing these classes for you all. So all of that feedback, hearing from you, having comments from you guys, it truly helps me, and it helps me tailor the classes to you. So that's the only thing that is kind of, I don't want to say a pity, but the only thing that makes me kind of like, you guys, I like hearing from you guys. I like hearing your feedback. I like talking to you. So yeah, but thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you in the future. I am here. Normally, I do these at 6 o'clock. Today, I had some issues with scheduling, so I had to do it at 6:30, but normally it's 6 o'clock. And then also on Thursdays, I have a yin morning yoga class that is 7 a.m. CET, right? So I am in Barcelona, so that is Central European time. That is very early if you're over on the East Coast in the US. I believe that's 1 a.m. for you guys. So a little tricky, but you can still do the practice in the morning if you want. And because, it'll still stay up on the channel. So Thursday mornings, you can still do some yin practice if you're over in the States. And yeah, so I hope that you guys all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much, you guys, for practicing with me. I really appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Ciao. Bye, you guys. Have a good day. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.